everyone. Sometimes it can feel like you need a secret decoder ring just to figure out what to eat. Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about a skill that helps you make smart food choices with way more confidence.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You're staring at all the options and your brain just kind of goes blank. It can feel super overwhelming. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be a guessing game.
That's right, it's a skill. Seriously, just like you can learn to play guitar or get better at a sport, you can absolutely learn to understand food in a way that helps you feel your best. And that skill? It has a name. Food literacy.
So, what even is food literacy? Well, it's not about memorizing a bunch of rules or calorie charts. Nope, it's actually much bigger and way more interesting than that. Let's dive in. Think about it this way. It's knowing the entire journey of your food. So you know that an apple didn't just appear in the store. It grew on a tree in an orchard. You get how its vitamins and fiber help your body. And you also recognize that sharing a slice of apple pie with your family, well, that's about way more than just the pie.
And this is a really, really important point. It is so easy to fall into that trap of labeling foods good or bad. But food literacy helps us move past that simple and honestly pretty unhelpful way of thinking. It's all about seeing the bigger picture. So food literacy is this awesome mix of knowing stuff and doing stuff. It's understanding the nutrition basics for sure, but it's also about planning a meal, knowing how to cook for yourself, and appreciating the story behind your food. And that last one, making do, that's so key. It's a real-world skill, like when you're out with friends and you pick the grilled chicken sandwich instead of the fried one. It's about making the best choice you can with what's available.
Okay, so now we know what food literacy is, but why does it matter? Let's get into how building this one skill can support your entire well-being.
And as you can see here, this has a huge impact, right? Right across the board. It's not just about your physical health. It plays a massive role in your mental and social health, too. Let's break each of these down.
All right, first up, the physical stuff. When you know how to put foods together, like pairing whole grain toast with some peanut butter for carbs and protein, you're giving your body the steady fuel it needs to power you through classes, soccer practice, and everything else you've got going on. But it's also brain food, literally. Your brain needs consistent energy to fire on all cylinders. Making smart food choices helps you stay sharp during a test, solve tough problems, and it can have a real, positive impact on your mood all day long. And let's not forget how powerful food is in our social lives. I mean, it's at the center of so many of our traditions and relationships. Sharing meals, cooking together, passing down those family recipes, these are all huge ways we connect with each other. This quote just nails it. That feeling you get during a big holiday dinner or a birthday party, that awesome sense of belonging and tradition, that is a huge part of what food literacy is all about. It's food nourishing our relationships. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? This next part is all about simple, practical steps you can take, like right now, to start building up your skills. And here they are. You do not have to become a master of all of these at once. Maybe just start by getting curious and reading the nutrition label on your favorite snack. Or next time you're hungry, try to put together a snack that hits a couple of different food groups. Even just helping make scrambled eggs is a fantastic start. Every little step builds this lifelong skill. All right, let's bring this all home. What's the big takeaway here? I think the most important thing to remember is that this isn't some lesson you just learn overnight and you're done. The bottom line is, learning about food is an investment in yourself. The skills you start building now are going to help you navigate every stage of life, from maybe living on your own for the first time to one day cooking for your own family. It's a toolkit for lifelong well-being. And that brings us to our final thought for you today. As you go about your day, just think about this question. Is it learning to cook one simple meal? Or maybe trying a vegetable you've never had before? Whatever it is, just getting curious is the perfect first step. Remember, every small thing you do is a move towards a healthier, more confident you. Thanks so much for tuning in.